Over the last few days, leading up to and even during the holiday of Hanukkah, the Jewish community in the United States has suffered through various anti-Semitic attacks. And the question is, what should our response be to this? So the first response has to be, is that this is not new. The Jewish community, unfortunately, has experienced anti-Semitism just about in every single place that we've ever lived. It seems to be part of the history, part of the story. I think specifically during Hanukkah is something which is worthwhile thinking about. I know a lot of people, especially people who, like me and my family, who've been living in Israel, and we've been here for what one could call a long time. And we've been here a long time, close to 40 years. And the response is, well, you should be here. So I just want to pause for a moment and point something out. Personally, correct. I think Jews should be here, but not because of attacks. That's not the reason why people should be here. People should be here because this is the place which God gave us. People should be here because this is the land which God gave us. This is the land which God commanded us to go and to conquer and to build and to live in. And all kinds of laws which apply to the land itself. That's why we should be here. We should be here because there's a way of fulfilling the idea of Haftarech Kamocha in the land of Israel, which I know for a lot of people may sound counterintuitive. They think Israelis don't necessarily know how to treat one another properly. We can live as a collective, we can live as a people, we can take Jewish values, we can try to apply them to the collective, and therefore it's an incredible opportunity. But it's not because of anti-Semitic actions. The only thing I would say is that the difference about having a country and having an army is that when people attack us, we can defend ourselves. When people attack us, we can fight back. And as far as that goes, I believe that the state of Israel believes its responsibility is to protect Jews all over the world, especially where other people are not necessarily protecting them. But Jews shouldn't be coming here because they're running away from something else. Jews should be here because Jews should be here. As far as the attacks themselves go, it's a scary time. And I, myself, understand that fear. And it's something which, for my extended family, for my students, for people that we care about, it's something which is really quite frightening. And I think that that's important. But let's just think about it in terms of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is unique from all the Jewish holidays because it has one element historically which is different from all the others. It's the only one that took place in the land of Israel. Passover, of course, is the leaving of Egypt. Sukkot is the time that we were in the desert. Shavuot, Matan Torah, Purim, Persia. Which means those of us who think that when we come back to the land we're completely safe and there's nothing to worry about, I think that's then the surprise of Hanukkah. That in Hanukkah itself, the story of Hanukkah itself, this is considered to be a galut while we were here, an internal exile. Which means if anybody who thinks that the story of Hanukkah is one that in the land of Israel we are completely safe, well, God willing we should be safe, and God willing that we should be able to protect ourselves, and God willing that God should protect us. But Hanukkah does not necessarily serve as a testimony that we are always safe over here. Which means, God forbid, there have been attacks over here, and there have been wars over here, and God forbid, there have been attacks in other places. Jews seem to walk around through history with a target on their backs. That seems to be the larger story. Lighting a Hanukkah candle is an act of Jewish pride. Lighting a Hanukkah candle, which originally was supposed to be off in the streets, facing the public, to be able to be a Jew in the public atmosphere, to be able to express one's hope of a light, of a world which can, as we say, where the light can extinguish the darkness. That was said many, many years ago by Rabbeinu B'chaye, one of the early authorities. A little bit of light can put out a lot of darkness. And that's what we pray for. We pray that we should be safe, and we pray that we should be healthy, and we pray that Jews, with the help of God, should come and build the land of Israel, ushering in the next chapter of Jewish history. But we hope that Jews, wherever they are, feel safe and feel protected, and are able to make the choices of where they live out of values, but not out of fear.